Coach Cullip has been coaching here since 2008. That's almost 15 years. Take a look. You can see all of those conference flags going all the way back to 1924. That's almost 100 years. Coach Cullip holds the most wins as the women's basketball head coach in the university's history. She received the 2022 WBCA Carol Ekman Integrity in Coaching Award, and she's the former president of the Women's Basketball Coaches Association. What woman inspired her the most? Her answer was simple: her mom.
I had it tougher than what my mom did. You know, my mom was during the pre-Title IX era, and there weren't opportunities for her to play sports. So I feel pretty blessed that by the time I came up and was growing up and was of age to play sports, that things were more available to me, opportunities were there, and my mother was so excited that we had those opportunities that she made sure that we did them.
Take a look at the starting lineups presented by Kubota. On the Bowling Green side, Nyla Hampton, the MAC Defensive Player of the Year, 3 steals per game. Toledo's Sammy Mikanowicz had a huge game in the semifinal against Kent State, a double-double, 12 points and 15 rebounds. Chris Lewis, Kelly Burke here at the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, ready to go for the MAC Championship, Bowling Green and Toledo.
Pay attention to this Bowling Green defense. They are aggressive and they will on-ball pressure you.
Bowling Green, 12 steals per game. That's top the MAC. Mikanowicz takes the first three and knocks it down. Sammy Mikanowicz, a 40% three-point shooter.
Mikanowicz, such a dynamic player. She can step out, stretch the floor, hit the three ball, but a fantastic rebounder as well.
And just a shade under 8 boards per game.
Bowling Green, they want to play through their post. Allison Day inside, 31 points in that first meeting.
This is the highest scoring team in the conference at 78 a contest. There is Day, dribble drive, right in the lane, knocked away.
Great defense. Jessica Cook just straight up, bodies Day up.
Lockett races to the rim. Quenisha Lockett, we profiled her at the top. Team leading 18 points per game.
That's where Lockett is so dangerous in transition, exploiting that speed.
Bowling Green, 27 wins, most since 2011. See right there, the most MAC tournament championships all time. Big collision in the lane. A travel before the collision. There's Robin Freilich, 5th year as the head coach of Bowling Green. She had it rolling at D2 Ashland University, had a 104-3 record there before taking the job with Bowling Green. Lockett off the screen from Cook. Cook rolls, gets it on that way to the rim. What a start for Toledo, the game's first 7. Toledo struggled in their quarterfinal against Buffalo, needed overtime against the 8 seed. Day faces up, takes to Jay in shorts, and the struggles continue early on for the Falcons. Rat bounce pass, Cook sees double, doesn't care, rips right through it.
Cook just taking advantage. Day came out to hedge on that screen and have fun, not play tight in this championship game with the maturity and experience this Rockets team has.
One of the things she told us is sometimes that first game is the toughest. New environment, different rims. And that was the case for Toledo against Buffalo when the struggle there went to overtime. It was a tight battle against Kent State as well, but here so far in the championship.
And Bowling Green, they don't normally turn the ball over, but already 2 turnovers in this game, very uncharacteristic.
Talking about a team that's won the turnover battle in 30 of their 32 games. Second in the nation in turnover margin.
Yeah, their turnover margin ridiculous, close to 10 on the season.
Lockett connects. Bowling Green in the championship game for the 2nd time in the last 3 seasons. Tate bullies inside, left-handed push shot, and finally Bowling Green on the board. Lockett slices, ran with the right off front iron, but Toledo gets the offensive rebound. Lockett once more, high off glass.
Lockett, great decision, the pump fake out from 3, and then great body control to be able to stop, pull up, easy bucket off the block.
Toledo's first MAC Player of the Year since 1999. 3 times all conference. Tate, hook shot, got it.
Jocelyn Tate, that's going to be a matchup that Bowling Green needs to exploit. She's the X factor in this game for the Falcons.
So what has Toledo done so far so well on this end against this tough Bowling Green defense?
Toledo, they're having a lot of success off the two-man game, getting Bowling Green to switch, just leading to mismatches inside.
Goss takes a turn, retreats back out, and Nan Garcia drills it. 38% shooter.
Garcia has that ability to stretch the floor as a fantastic three-point shooter.
She's a transfer from Penn State. And that one off the mark, a rebound gobbled up by Mikanowicz.
Gap defense has been really good, shutting down the driving lanes for Bowling Green.
Ward in traffic. Couple of substitutions on each end. You can see Sophia Wire checking out of the game. The Rockets looking for their 9th MAC tournament title, their first since 2017. Jansen off the bench, who was huge in the semifinal with 16 points against Kent State.
Jaden Jansen, she has had a phenomenal tournament, always looking to score the ball, instant offense off the bench.
Jocelyn Tate lays it in.
Oh, nice backdoor cut.
And a foul. The foul on Alyssa Brett. And that is her first. Something to be aware of. She was in foul trouble for a good chunk of the semifinal matchup against Ball State, but Brett was able to come back in the fourth quarter, hit 3 big threes for Bowling Green.
Played just 16 minutes yesterday in that semifinal win, but the difference maker in that fourth quarter because she's instant offense, 16 points in 16 minutes.
One of 2 for Justina King. Bowling Green will play fast. They thrive in transition. Their defense starts their offense. Lead the conference in points scored. Here's Brett off the screen. Takes the 3. She's an elite shooter. Lockett zooms. Sets it up into the corner. Too much on it from Goss. Offensive rebound for Goss underneath. Can't corral it. Instead, Velasco digs it out. Brett again. Transition triple is perfect.
And Brett, she can get in rhythm so fast, you have to find her in transition.
Ward directs, telling her team to get into the set. Lockett's the team's leading scorer. Sets up Cook. Those 2 players have a 2-player game that has been elite so far.
Such chemistry between the two, and Lockett, such an unselfish distributor, knows when she needs to take the shot, knows when she needs to dump off.
Velasco once more, halfway down, on the run rebound for Lockett. Transition for the Rockets. Active hands by Tate, but a foul on the way up. Lockett's a 78% free throw shooter. The Women's Super League Showdown right here on CBS Sports Network. 1 of 2 for Lockett.
Lockett already 8 points in this game. She has been efficient too. 3 of 4 from the field, 2 assists.
Bowling Green can hold for 1. It's been a tough first quarter for Coach Robin Freilich. Velasco with just 2 seconds. Nice into the lane. Sets up the hill jumper. That'll do it for the first. Toledo got out to a roaring 12-0 start.
What's the secret to the success? Talking to all the coaches throughout the league, and they're talk about how competitive that this league is, especially at the top.
Yeah, I mean, top to deep into the league, quality coaches who bring in really solid student athletes that love to compete.
How much has the non-conference scheduling been a point of emphasis of scheduling really difficult teams?
We wanted to go out and win the bid on that. We were tickled to death to be able to capture it, and we look forward to welcoming the best in women's basketball to Cleveland.
Jessica Cook for Toledo. But it feels like if you were just playing for, hey, who's to get the first to 21 on the playground, there'd be a lot of passion involved in this one.
You know what? I think the thing about great rivalries is great respect, and I think that's what you have with both of these programs.
John, what's impressed you the most about what you've seen in this tournament so far?
Golly, how intense and how well performing the top seeds have played all the way through. You know, we've really not had any upsets, and that's a credit to those teams.
Three-putter from Jada Jansen. Big-time three for Toledo. Speaking of Toledo, they will be playing for the men's basketball championship against Kent State, and that's later on today here in Cleveland. So what are you expecting from that one? Well, Commissioner Steinbrecher, we appreciate the time. Thanks so much for joining us here in the booth, and best of luck as this tournament winds down.
Thanks for being here. We really appreciate the coverage of CBS Sports Network.
There we go. We appreciate that. Cook from the elbow knocks it down, and Toledo continues to hold on to that double-digit lead.
And it's the bigs right now that are really stretching the floor on both ends.
They'll stay here with Bowling Green. Up to me, if I got a vote, the winner of this game, of course, would get in. The loser of this game would also get into the big dance. Of course, that might not be the reality of how everybody else sees it. How do you see it?
I think this is a two-big league as well. I agree with all the coaches we talked to, but what would help the cause is Toledo. They have the highest net, and they have the toughest non-conference schedule. So the best way to get two teams in would be to have Bowling Green win this tournament and Toledo get in as an at-large. Right now, our CBS experts are predicting that Toledo could get in as an at-large. That's number 2 on Alyssa Brett.
As McConowitz heads to the line, she was in foul trouble against Ball State, limited to less than 20 minutes in that game, but saved her for the fourth quarter, and it proved to be the wise move as she was excellent. Bowling Green out of the timeout, and that's Allison Day.
Day decisive on that post move, was able to go up with it before Wired came over to contest.
Turnover for Toledo. See Toledo's defense packing the paint, making it hard for Fleming to drive. Leaves it for Day. That's a great setup from Fleming. Lockett at 18 points per game, denied that time by Fleming. Lockett again at the elbow. Garcia screens and rolls, gets it on the way. Blocked from Tates. And then a whistle. A foul as Garcia will strut to the stripe. Gets the first. Jersey Mike's the proud title sponsor. Garcia's a big with great touch. See right there, Alyssa Brett back in with her 2 fouls. So some important minutes with her on the floor. 2:44 to go in the half. Tate backpedals. Day finds Hampton. Fires from the corner and buries it. Lockett feeds. McConowitz fakes. Defense rotates. Clock at 5. McConowitz directs. Cook faces up. Takes the jumper.
A little bit of a size advantage over her defender, able to take advantage.
In double figures with 10 points. Wired gets the tap away. Sophia Wired active on defense. Might have lost the opportunity.
And nothing coming easy right now for Bowling Green in the paint.
Hampton zigzags, double, gets rid of it. Hill, her floater is true.
Hill, nice job on the off-ball cut to come over to help on the find off the double team.
Hill, who says her favorite player is Dennis Rodman. Might be the youngest player to ever say their favorite player is Dennis Rodman. 4 seconds left. McConowitz at the horn. Air ball. Now do it. For the first half, Toledo has led throughout. There's your pregame wear. And the mask. No, not quite. It's a good look, though. Started the second half. Toledo, Bowling Green for a spot in the NCAA tournaments to represent the MAC. Now the team that doesn't win this game, record and parts of their resume say may be in consideration for an at-large.
8-2 on the fouls in that first half, so fouls will be critical.
Jessica Cook picked up that last foul. Fleming thought about it. Wired contest. Into the post for Day. Turnaround hook shot off glass.
And Day.
Toledo has missed 12 of their last 13 shots. Wired to end the drought. Gets it to go and one.
And wired her first points of this game, but Trisha Cullop said when she's aggressive looking for her shot, this Rockets offense flows so much better. Nice job on the give and go, finishing at the rim through contact and traffic.
That was her first field goal attempt. You mentioned her being quiet in terms of scoring. But she's on the board. Chance to complete a three-point play. Day on the foul, her first. And for Toledo to have an extended field goal drought, mentioned they had missed 12 of their last 13 shots before that. To still hold on to a lead shows you what they've been doing on this end.
Playing good defense and contesting a lot of the good shots that Bowling Green is getting, making it hard.
Tate pivots around, sticks with it.
Nice patience by Jocelyn Tate inside. She was able to make that catch deep in the paint.
Jocelyn Tate's brother, Jay Sean, in the NBA, plays with the Houston Rockets. So he'll make trips to this building where the Cavs play their home games. Straightaway three for Nan Garcia.
Nan Garcia, she has that ability to stretch the floor. A tremendous three-point shooter at close to 40% on the season.
You just naturally want to play off a player of that size, but she'll take the threes and make them at a high clip. Jocelyn Tate bullies her way inside and will head to the free throw line.
Garcia, though, gives a totally different look from what Jessica Cook brings, her ability to step out. She forces Allison Day to go out there and guard her, pulls Day away from the basket to open up the driving lanes. And especially with the double teams we're seeing, and then to get the defenders out of position.
Jansen back in off the Toledo bench. Plays big minutes. Garcia spins around, nuzzles her way to the rim off front iron. Tied up on the rebound. Garcia and Day.
Three Bowling Green defenders all around. She comes down with that basketball. Just great pursuit by Garcia of hanging on tough to that ball.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of boxing where the combatants hit the floor like that.
Or like UFC, a wrestling match.
Wrestling, a lot of combat sports. Tate bumped. She doesn't care.
And Tate, she's so good in open space. When you put her out on the perimeter, let her go to work driving the paint.
Bowling Green back within 6. Jada Jansen off the Garcia screen. Sidesteps right. Delivers back left. Goss is there. Too much on the three.
Once again,
contested
Garcia.
board, but Garcia's there.
Keeping plays alive, creating extra possessions right now for Toledo.
Jansen off glass and in.
Jada Jansen doing that against one of the MAC's best defenders, and Elissa Brett sticking with the play, able to seal off the left shoulder.
A foul on the way to the rim. Second in school history to win the honor. Lindsey Austin back in 2004, the other for Bowling Green.
Hampton just reset the Bowling Green record for steals in a season, 93 of them.
All around the rim and in. In fact, Hampton might be able to solve a Rubik's Cube faster than that ball was rolling
Right?
around the rim. It's dropped in.
But that was impressive, the video of Hampton solving the Rubik's Cube. What'd she do it in 60 seconds?
Yeah, can do it in a minute. Great hustle to chase after it. Hill tried to throw it off the Rockets, could not do it. Instead
nice
of bounce
cut.
pass, Garcia cut. Garcia, weight room. She'll head to the line.
High IQ play by Nan Garcia, cutting off-ball baseline. And the perfectly threaded pass to the basket for the N1 opportunity.
So longest active winning streaks. You see Toledo there, 7th longest active winning streak in the nation. Of course, you see that team at the top, South Carolina. You highlighted during the break the bigs combining Cook and Garcia. They have 21 between them.
Bowling Green just hasn't had an answer for them, especially the way they complement each other.
Garcia wants it in the post. Floats back out to the short corner. Pass tipped before it even gets to her, and that's Hill on defense.
And Hill had to go behind her back to get that pass.
So on both ends making an impact. Day rolls through the lane. The ball rolls out. And then the elbow goes high, and that's a foul on Toledo. Draganowicz trying to wrestle away the defense, and that elbow got a bit high.
This is where if you're Toledo, you have to maintain your composure. This Bowling Green defense really starting to frustrate and bother with their physicality.
Down to 5, and again, Bowling Green with possession, so they can make it a 4-point, maybe even a 5-point possession.
And this is the closest Bowling Green has been in some time since early in this game.
Closest deficit since that 12-0 start that Toledo had to begin the game. Tate off balance, flings it off the rim. And the rebound is ricocheted out of bounds, will belong to Toledo. Let's see how Toledo can execute. Pressure on with Bowling Green. Just a 5-point deficit. Lockett slices through and gets a big 2.
And Lockett so crafty off the bounce, just flows by that baseline defense. Great look.
Quick release. Off the front rim, Mikanowicz again, same action, swinging the elbow. But this time, the timeout called by Coach Tricia Cullup from the bench.
Winning mentality now to Bowling Green and got the Falcons to the MAC Tournament Championship her 3rd season.
And last year, they battled injuries, played in the WBI, but they're back in the MAC Championship game. Here this season, right now down 7. Toledo's been the front runner ever since they got out to that 12-0 start.
Toledo just done a nice job controlling this game, even when Bowling Green cut it to 5.
Cook down low, too much.
Cook, nice big target.
Bowling Green holds for 1, down 9. Hampton lobs. Day uses the ball fake, misses the initial shot, and gets it to go before the horn. Allison Day, her stick to it. Take a look at Bowling Green and Toledo playing for that MAC Conference Championship trophy. Toledo's had the lead throughout. They had the first 12 points today. Trying to hold on. With wire to the rim, bumped immediately.
And for Bowling Green, Allison Day has been very good since the first quarter on, but they need that secondary score.
Toledo, they've led by as many as 15 points. 9-point advantage now. Day, her hook shot's been a factor all game. Won't fall this time. And a great box out by Sammy Mikanowicz, the junior.
And Day not able to take advantage of the mismatch. Cook had switched off of her, had Mikanowicz do shorter on her.
Toledo looking for their first MAC championship since 2017. Foul away from the ball. Alyssa Brett, that last foul is her 3rd. She had 2 in the first. Underneath, all alone, Sammy Mikanowicz.
Mikanowicz just taking advantage of a little miscue defensively by Lexi Fleming. Looked like she may have gotten hit off that inbound.
Toledo back up double digits. Does Bowling Green have a counter punch? Fleming, step through, loses the ball out of bounds. No foul.
Good defense there. You see Goss coming over to disrupt and force Fleming to pick up that dribble. She was trying to split the 2 defenders.
That was the first Bowling Green second half turnover. And it leads to a look from Cook. Second chance, puts it back.
Way to stick with the play. Didn't expect to be that open.
Timeout, Bowling Green. Again, the winner of this gets the automatic spot in the NCAA tournament. The loser They are the ones that will be on the bubble, if you will, to see if they get in. And that's Sophie Zekin, who hasn't played much. That's just 3 minutes so far before that bucket. She has 2 points.
And the defense so focused on Alyssa Brett that Zekin got a nice look inside on the bunny.
It was a 6-0 start for Toledo to begin the quarter. They began the first quarter with the game's first 12.
Oh, great pass.
Cook lays it in.
And that's the defensive attention. Quenisha Lockett draws in the paint.
Tate bangs her way inside and lays it in. Bowling Green, conference high, 78 points per game, stuck on 45. Lockett is true. They're running right off glass.
And game's most important moments, Quenisha Lockett starts to go to work. It's like she goes to a different gear.
And a turnover on Bowling Green. Foul in the backcourt on Hampton.
And this is go time right now for Bowling Green. They got to create some turnovers and try and start chipping at this deficit with just over 5 to go.
Oh, that arm for Lockett. That is the 5th foul, so already in the bonus. Couple of free throws for Lockett.
So Bowling Green's going to have to do it with their defense. Get some stops, create some turnovers.
Allison Day in. Lexi Fleming heads to the bench. Off balance, Hampton off the back of the rim, and Bowling Green running out of time. And there's a foul again, about 70 feet away from the baskets on Jocelyn Tate. That is her 5th. She is fouled out. The leading scorer on the game for Bowling Green.
It's a huge blow for this Bowling Green team. Jocelyn Tate, the X factor.
And there's been a handful of fouls like that for Bowling Green in the backcourt, far away from the basket, and they have piled up. So Tate, who's been excellent today, will have to watch the rest of this one. Mikanowicz, largest lead of the game for the Rockets. Lockett tips. Fleming recovers. Up with the floater that's well short.
Just really good defense and forcing Fleming into a really tough angle from the baseline.
Bowling Green's Jocelyn Tate is fouled out. Team high tied with 13 points with Allison Day. So Bowling Green is going to attempt the comeback. It's going to be without one of their top players. Lockett for 3. Bullseye!
Skip pass from Jada Jansen. Able to find Lockett before Bowling Green could close out on her.
It's a 20-point lead and a tie-up. The Arrow keeps it with Bowling Green.
She has really come alive here in the 3rd and 4th quarter to help put some distance between Bowling Green and Toledo.
A hug from Coach Cullup for Lockett, capping off the 9-0 run. It was a roaring start for the Rockets. Jansen jab step 3, leaves it short. Toledo the offensive rebound. 40-25, the difference on the glass, and Wire gets fouled, rising up with a mid-range. And you knew Toledo would have some turnovers in this game. Bowling Green, they forced 22 turnovers per game, and Tate, part of that bench right now for Bowling Green, a big part of the reason they forced so many turnovers. But it hasn't been out of control by any means. Toledo has handled the pressure well, and that's thanks in large part to Wired.
This Toledo team, they don't turn the ball over a lot, but any type of intense on-ball pressure and full court that you see from Bowling Green, they're going to force you into more turnovers than your average. Allison Day, she's been the offense right now for BG.
Jansen bobbles, extends the arm, and there's another reach. Alyssa Brett, her 4th foul.
Toledo is used to handling their pressure because they just saw Bowling Green.
Toledo won it 62-56. Game was at Toledo. They set a regular season attendance record in that game. The I-75 rivalry in full swing.
Over 6,000 fans.
Fleming gets loose and buries it. And Wire put on some finishing touches. Gets it back from Cook. Swings Jansen, lines up the 3. Oh, yeah!
Jada Jansen continuing her out the bench. And the bench has been absolutely huge and locking it down for Toledo.
2 minutes away. Last time they were in the NCAA tournament, 2017. They've been 8 times. Wired in front of Toledo's bench. Connects!
Sophia Wired starting to get going on the offensive end after commanding this offense all throughout the afternoon.
Tap back by Brett. About to see their team cut down the nets.
And it's been a long time coming. Toledo upset last year in the semifinals, so unfinished business for this Rockets team.
Turnover there. Trisha Cullop, back-to-back MAC Coach of the Year. She's won that award 5 times, the second most in conference history. Not to lead her team to the tournament once again. Fleming hits the 3, but the shot clock turned off. Bowling Green not going quietly, forces Toledo to call another timeout. 7th longest winning streak in the nation, Toledo. 15 in a row coming in. They've been dominant in the MAC the last couple of seasons. They've won 41 of their last 45 games against MAC competition.
I'm good.
Bring on a couple of the reserves. Justina King. Lakonowitz holds. 10 seconds left. I-75 rivalry for the MAC championship. It goes to Toledo. And for the 9th time, they'll